In this video, I'll discuss about the datetime functions in Python. There are several built-in modules in Python which you can import, and this module means a file containing a set of functions that you want to include in your application. And date in Python is not a data type. In order to work with dates, import a module named datetime. The syntax is import space date time. This date time module supplies classes to work with date and time, and these classes provide a number of functions to deal with dates, times, and time intervals. Date time classes are categorized into 6 main classes. One is date, time, date time, time delta, TZ info, where TZ stands for time zone, and the last is time zone class. Of this, in this video, I'll be discussing only about the first 4 classes. First class is date class. In OOPS concept, every class creates a constructor by default, and the class and the constructor will have the same name. So the date class has a constructor with the name date itself, and it represents the date in the format 4y's hyphen mm hyphen dd. That is, it allows 4 digits in the year and 2 digits in the month and 2 digits in the days. And these 3 arguments are compulsory. That is why it has been mentioned it is mandatory arguments. And the year can range from 1 to 9999, and month can vary from 1 to 12. Date can vary from 1 to the number of days in the given month and year. That is, if it is a leap year, the February month will have 29 days. In the other years, if it is not a leap year, it will have 28 days. A syntax for using this date constructor is date time, that is a module name, dot date, within brackets year, month and day. You have to separate them using a comma. You can see 2 examples here. 2 uses different statements. Here in the first one, import module name, that is the date time, and next statement is d is equal to date time dot date, within brackets the 3 arguments month, year and day, and then print d, and you can see the date in the specified format, that is the year, month and day. That is, year has 4 digits, month has 2 digits and day has 2 digits. The same can also be done like this. In this case, the difference is you use the keyword from and specify the module name, that is date time, import the class name, and then d is equal to the constructor date, within brackets specify the 3 arguments month, year and day. Then print it and same result is obtained. And next is the method of date class, that is today. It returns the current local date. It has several attributes which are year, month and day, and this details, that is year, month and day, can be printed individually also. The example, from date time, that is the module name, import the date class name, and then today is the variable name, equal to date dot today, that is the method name, and here I print the date fully, that is today's date is. As you can see in the output, today's date is, it gives the today's date. Okay, and then you can also print each component of this date, that is you can separately print year, month and day. You can extract them separately. That can be done using today.year. That is, today here represents the variable. Okay. Today.year, today.month represents the month in the given date, and today.day will give the date in the given date. Given date is to a current date. Okay. Next class is time class, and time class object represents local time. It is independent of any day. The syntax for this time constructor is datetime dot time. Within brackets you can give this arguments, and you can see its default values also with it. Hour equal to 0, 0 is the default, minute, second, microsecond, TZ info, that is the time zone information, and fold. Okay. All the arguments are optional and they have the default values also, you can see. And the fold here represents the daylight saving time. That is, in some countries they follow this timing. That is, it is the practice of setting the clocks forward 1 hour from standard time during the summer months and back again in the fall, that is winter, in order to make better use of natural daylight. India does not follow this daylight saving time. So in this cases, that is, in some countries does not follow this daylight saving time. In that case, the fold will be 0. In the other cases, in the countries that follow daylight saving time, you can set the fold as 1. US is one of such country that follows daylight saving time. All the arguments are optional. Time zone also can be set as optional. If it is not mentioned, it is taken as none. And hour can range from 0 to 24, and minute from 0 to 60, that is 59. Okay, and 0 to 59 seconds also. Microseconds can be from 0 to this value. Okay, fold can be either 0 or 1. By default it is 0. And these all values, that is hour to fold, should be all integers. Okay, no float or real numbers are not allowed in this case. These are the examples of time constructor. One is from module name, that is datetime, import the class name, and then the constructor uses here hours, minutes and seconds, and that has been assigned to the variable t, which is printed, and you can see the corresponding output in the output, 13:24:56. The same time constructor can be used to specify only single argument or multiple arguments together. Okay, here we have used 3. In the first case we have used 3 arguments. In the second case we are using only 1 argument, and since all the arguments are optional, it is your choice to specify which of them to be included. Okay, time within brackets, minute equal to 12, will print the value like this. The output time with minutes only is, the hours and seconds has been displayed as zeros. Okay, and the last one is, in the last case is time off with no arguments, so the printed value will be all zeros. Here we have done another example where we print only the seconds, and in this third example I have printed only hours. Okay, next class is date time class. Information on both date and time is contained in this class. and like a date object, date time assumes the current Gregorian calendar, and like a time object, it assumes there are exactly 3600 into 24 seconds in every day. And the syntax for using this class is datetime dot datetime. First datetime represents the module name, and the second datetime represents the constructor of this class datetime. Okay, within brackets year, month, day, hour, minute, second, microsecond, tz info and folder. And the first three arguments specifies the date, and the remaining specifies the time. Okay, in this first three arguments are mandatory, that is you must give them compulsorily. Okay, the remaining are optional. If you don't specify those arguments, in the case it will be taken as 0. The year, month and day arguments are mandatory, and tz info is and thus if not given, it is none. And the year can lie between min year and max year. In min year and max year, here constants, predefined constants. Min year represents the constant 1, and max year represents the constant 9999. Month can range from 1 to 12, and day can range from 1 to number of days in the given month and year. Hour can range from 0 to 23, minutes from 0 to 59, seconds from 0 to 59, microseconds from 0 to 10 lakh. And fold can be either 0 or 1. These are the examples of it. Here the datetime classes imported, and then using only date components, that is since this datetime constructor has 3 mandatory arguments, year, month and day, and that is given in the first case, that is A is equal to datetime of 1999, 12 and 12. Print A will print the year as you see in the output with the time as 0. Okay, and then the second case we print both the date and time, that is date and time you specify all the arguments, that is year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds and microseconds also. When you print, you can see the output as you see in the output. Next, we will see about the instance attributes, methods and instance methods of datetime class. These are the instance attributes, that is year, month, day, hour, minute, second, microsecond, tz info and folder, that are used with datetime object. And these are the methods of it, today, now and UTC now. These are only 3 of them. There are many of the methods available. Instance methods, date, time, replace and strf time. We'll see each of them. First we will see about the method today. Here also today function returns the current local date time, and in order to print that, you can see in the example datetime dot today, that is datetime here is the class dot today is the method which prints the current date and time. Next is using the method now. This also returns the current local date and time, and you can see in the example datetime dot now will print the current date and time. And next is UTC now. UTC here stands for Coordinated Universal Time, which is the current representation for Greenwich Mean Time. And Indian Standard Time is 5 hours, 5.5 hours ahead of the Greenwich Mean Time. That is Greenwich Mean Time plus 5:30 is Indian Standard Time. But that is what is UTC here. It returns the current UTC date and time with the time zone information as none. And you can see in the example, datetime.utc now will return the current date and time, which is a little different from the previous output, that is now's output. When you print the now's output, the time is 19, and whereas in this case the time is 15, that is 5 hours short. UTC time is 5 hours short of Indian Standard Time. These are some of the examples that uses the instance attributes of the datetime class. First one is the using the method now, and the remaining uses the attributes of this instance attributes of the datetime class. That is, from the current date and time, it extracts each of its components. D dot year will extract the year from the current date and time. D here represents the variable that has the current date and time. See the third line of the program, that is D equal to datetime dot now. Okay, similarly we can use to extract the current month, you can use D dot month. To extract the current day, you can use D dot day. Current hour is extracted using D dot hour. Similarly for minute, D dot minute. D dot second to extract the current second, and D dot microsecond to extract the current microsecond, and time zone information can be extracted using D dot TZ info, and you can use the methods date time also with it. Date and time, that is from the current date and time you can extract the date portion alone, and time method is used to extract the time portion alone of the current date and time. Okay, and the next method is replace. Replace is used to replace one of the components with another value. Here I have replaced the hour 19. The current time, the hour is 19, which I am going to replace with the 7. As you can see in the last line of the output, the first line of the output has the hour as 19, whereas in the last line the hour is changed to 7. Next is strf time method, which is a method used for formatting date objects into readable strings. It has one parameter, which is a format, to specify the format of the returned string. In the example you can see here date time constructor is used to specify the year, month and day, and the month given here is in numbers, that is 7. In order to display the English name of the corresponding month, we are using the format here as %b. So give x dot strf time within brackets in which format you want to print the output. You specify that, and that will be displayed in the output. Here the output displayed is July. There are various formats available. We'll see in the next slide. These are the various formats available. This formats can be used with strf time. One is %a, which is a weekday short version, which is as you see in the example, weekdays are Sunday to Saturday. So the weekdays short form is, for Wednesday it is WED, for Monday it is MON. Okay, and the percentage capital A is the full version of the weekday, which will display the full name of the weekday, that is Wednesday is displayed fully. Percentage small w will display the weekday as a number from 0 to 6, where 0 is the Sunday. To represent Wednesday you have to use 3. Okay, percentage D is a day of month, which is 1 to 31, and percentage small b will display the month name in short form, That is, December is displayed in short form as DEC. And if you want the full month name to be displayed, use %B. And a month as a number can be displayed using %m. %y will display the year without century. That is, if you give 1918, it will display only the last 2 digits of the year. Okay. If you give %Y, it will display the year as 4 digits. As you can see in the example, 2018 is fully displayed. %H is a capital H is to represent the 24-hour format. So the hours will be displayed in 00 to 23 format. And time 5 p.m. is represented here using 17. Okay. Next is %I, which displays the hour in 12-hour format, and you can add AM and PM to the displayed time by using %P. Next is %M, which will display the minutes from 00 to 59, and %S represents the seconds from 00 to 59. %f represents the microseconds. Next is time delta class. It is generally used for calculating differences in dates. It can be used for date manipulations, and the syntax for using this is date time class. Date time is the module name, time delta is the class name. Here the time delta constructor is specified. Within brackets, the arguments are days, seconds, microseconds, milliseconds, minutes, hours and weeks. If you don't specify any values, by default it will assign the values as 0. We'll see an example for this. That is, here in this program I have used 2 classes, date time and time delta, and date time is used to specify the current date and time on which I am going to add hours and years to it. First, initially C equal to datetime.now, which will assign to C the current date and time, and that is printed in initial date. As you can see in the output, the current date and time is displayed there. To this current date and time, I am going to add 1 year and 3 months using time delta function. Okay, so that is F is equal to C, that is the current date and time. With that, I am going to add the days 458, which represents nearly 1 year and 3 months, and this will, as you can see in the output, the second output, day after 1 year and 3 months has been changed to 2021. 3 months is added to July, so it becomes 10. Okay. And the same can also be done like this. That is, you can also add other components also. You can add hours, minutes, seconds, etc. Here I have added 4 hours to the current hours. Current hour is 16, to which I added C plus, C is the current date and time, to which I add time delta of hours equal to 4. So that will add 4 to 16. So the time displayed after 4 hours is 20. As you can see in the output last line, the hours has been changed to 20. That is after 4 hours. That's all about the classes in date time module. Thank you.